So we did this every year with Spielman, and was part of our open letter, hey, trade down for as many 7th-round picks as possible? No, I don't know. But credit to Rick Spielman. He had some hits, did have some misses, and now we have our first draft with the new GM in 15 years, something like that. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, come get some new age, new dawn for the Vikings, and his partnership with Kevin O'Connell, I think is going to bring success to the Vikings. Hopefully a dozen Jerome Bardys in the next 10 years. Otherwise, it's a failure. And Kwesi at the helm for his first draft. I mean, tonight is a big night. And these next couple days are going to be the foundation for what Kwesi wants to do with his team going forward. Now, already had free agency, already had this and that, but retained a lot of the guys from the previous regime's team, which means that they do believe that last year's 8-9 season, the fact they haven't been above 500 since 2019, it's like, hey, this is a very talented squad. We got new leadership in place. Kevin O'Connell and Ed Donatel and the new coaches will bring in a new philosophy. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah will supplement and bring in some new talent that will fit the schemes, and we'll be good to go here. But Kwesi, a lot of people poo-pooed the hire because Kwesi isn't a traditional football guy. He wasn't a former player. He wasn't a former scout. Worked in RD. Was assistant to the regional GM Andrew Berry in the Browns with the Browns last year. And like Kwesi said, his job last year was working the phones. And I think Kwesi may have to do a little bit of wheeling and dealing as the Vikings are potentially on the clock at 12. I think that if they want to go get their guy, whether it's Sauce Gardner, whether it's Derek Stingley, whether it's Kyle Hamilton, you may have to move up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And you look at Kevin O'Connell coming over from the Rams, who the Rams are the OGs of the F them picks movement, and Kwesi talking about the analytics of the value of day 3 picks versus day 1, day 2 selections. I think you could see the Vikings taking a bunch of those, they have a 5th and 3 6s and a 7th, and moving back up into day 2. Maybe packaging some of them together with the 12 pick to move up, or the 46 pick to move up, or the 77 pick to move up. So it is a very exciting time to be a Vikings fan. So Kwesi, I know you've talked a lot about collaboration. Talking to the position coaches, Keenan McCardle begging you, we have enough wide receivers. Please don't take a wide receiver. A little bit selflessness, but also a little bit self-serving for his own guys currently on the rooster. But you do whatever you believe is going to be right for the Vikings. So collaboration is great, but at the end of the day, you are the one who is responsible for the pick. Because if it doesn't work out, it's not going to be a collaborative fire everyone. It's going to be your job, man. Yeah, so that's you. So at the end of the day, the buck stops with you. So make the selections that you want to make, help build this roster, and get us to where we once belong. Check the boxes. Go BPA, but also if there's some box checking to do, I mean, there's certainly going to be good to go. So we're talking cornerback. We're talking about potential future wide receiver 2. We're talking about some linebackers. We're talking about an edge rusher, because you can never have enough dudes who can get after the quarterback. We're talking about offensive line. Of course. So, Kwesi, we believe in you, man. Overall, I think that this is the most excited that the fan base has ever been about upcoming Viking season, about a Vikings offseason. You've already aced free agency, done some great things, bring in Zadarius Smith and Harrison Phillips and Chris Reed, among others. And now let's hammer the draft, man. And also we can get after free agency again afterwards. Like bring back Sheldon Richardson one time. Hey, why not? Why not? But let's get this thing going. Again, we believe in you until you give us a reason not to. So your first draft, this isn't your first rodeo. You've been in the box with the Browns as assistant to the regional general manager last year. So have a fantastic draft. Let's build a bully, and let's go win a dozen Jerome Bardys in the next 10 years. Otherwise, everyone's fired. No pressure. No pressure, man. Also, speaking of no pressure, in fact, no pressure at all. Join us tonight, live stream, 7 p.m. through the Vikings Pick, doing a Q&A, as well as all Venmo donations going to Twin Cities Food Shelf programs. So hit us up this evening. Let's have a good time. Man. But let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. What would you like to say to Kwesi on the day of your first draft? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.